Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have added veteran wide receiver BRESHAD PERRIMAN from their practice squad to their active rosters. So, if you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of videos, and leave your thoughts about BRESHAD PERRIMAN being on the Buccaneers full-time active roster now down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. I am basically a day late to this news as BRESHAD PERRIMAN was added to the active roster yesterday, but I had a lot going on yesterday, so I unfortunately could not make not just this video, but a couple of other videos as well that I will be getting out later today as well. But back to BRESHAD PERRIMAN. So, BRESHAD PERRIMAN, as I said, was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers practice squad before he got fully promoted to the active roster. He had been on the Buccaneers practice squad since November 9th. He had been elevated a couple of times on game day, which is different. You know, it's only a temporary elevation to the active roster. This time, it is a full-time promotion to the active roster, if you will. For the Bucs so far this year, he has 4 total targets, 2 receptions, and 19 yards. He's been with the team now about a month, which is good. It does give him a chance to develop some chemistry with Tom Brady, and maybe we will see that chemistry turn into some targets now that he is on the active roster here for a little bit. PERRIMAN spent time with the Lions and the Bears this season, but he saw little to no playing time and was released by both teams. Now, for those of you who do not remember, BRESHAD PERRIMAN was actually with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in 2019. He actually had a very, very impressive end of the season once he was tasked with being the #1 wide receiver after guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were out with injuries. BRESHAD PERRIMAN finished that year in 2019 with 36 total receptions, 645 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns. His best season by far as a wide receiver in this league was with the Bucs. The Bears, the Lions, they didn't want BRESHAD PERRIMAN. He thought, well, hey, I'll come back to the team where I had my best season ever as a professional, and now it has gotten him an active roster spot, which I think is a really, really cool story. He comes back to where he was doing his best. But, why is BRESHAD PERRIMAN here? What happened that caused a roster spot to be opened up and BRESHAD PERRIMAN taking that roster spot? Well, BRESHAD PERRIMAN will be taking the roster spot of Antonio Brown right now as he serves his suspension. I made a whole other video talking about that situation. If you haven't seen that yet, go check that out. That is the reason as to why BRESHAD PERRIMAN has been added to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers active roster and why he will be on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers active roster for at least the next 3 games, again, while Antonio Brown serves his suspension. But overall, I'm very excited for this move. I've always been a big fan of BRESHAD PERRIMAN. I think that he is a really big, fast wide receiver, great deep threat, in my opinion, and, former first-round draft pick. Yes, things didn't work out with the Baltimore Ravens, after he was taken in the first round of his respective draft, but overall, again, I enjoyed his time with the Bucs in 2019. I was sad to see him leave in the 2020 offseason. He got paid. He got some good money from the New York Jets. Things didn't work out there, unfortunately. He was let go. Things didn't work out with the Lions and Bears, but I'm always going to remember that time that he had in 2019 with the Bucs towards the end of that season with fond memories, because I thought BRESHAD PERRIMAN really stepped up to the plate. I thought he did a really good job, and we'll see what he does now. I know a lot of people were excited when PERRIMAN was brought onto the practice squad, which in a way, wasn't surprising, but in a way was surprising as well, because PERRIMAN wasn't here that long, and it was just nice to see a lot of people say, yeah, PERRIMAN's a good, reliable backup wide receiver, and now he's going to be here for a little bit longer, which I think is great news. And again, as I said, we'll see what happens in regards to PERRIMAN's role. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Is he going to be the 3rd wide receiver, the 4th wide receiver, the 5th wide receiver? I'm not sure. I could see PERRIMAN getting more snaps and targets than people might think, just because Whenever there were situations when he was elevated to the active roster the past couple of weeks, he was getting a few targets here and there. I think he may get more playing time than a guy like a Tyler Johnson, just because the coaching staff seems to really like what Perriman brings them as a veteran deep threat type of wide receiver. Him and Scotty Miller, who knows, maybe they could do some really cool things together, considering they're both really fast, really good deep threats. Maybe Tom Brady can use that here against the Falcons, against the Bills, against the Saints, their next 3 games coming up here. So I'm very excited about the move. I think it can work out very well for the Bucs. We will see how Perriman gels now that he's had about a month to develop some chemistry with Tom Brady, the Buccaneers quarterback. But what do you guys think? That's kind of my thoughts here on the BRESHAD PERRIMAN signing. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments section below. What do you think about BRESHAD PERRIMAN? What do you think about his role and what it is going to be with the Buccaneers here for the next 3 games at least while Antonio Brown serves his suspension? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.